Today, it is time to get controversial. You never truly become a man until you do your first ever Call of Duty tier list. And in today's video, I'm going to be do said tier list. Now, obviously, I have to warn everybody, there is going to be opinions in this video. I know, opinions. We don't like those. However, I would request that the audience remain civilized. So with that out of the way, please, let's get right into it. I already started off this list with the never played. I did play some of these, like Call of Duty Mobile. I did play it, but I just don't care enough or haven't played it in enough time to actually care about ranking it. So first things first, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, COD 4. When this came out, when did Call of Duty 4 come out? Holy shit, 2007? I was 3 years old, so I really didn't play this game. But I did play it, obviously, like years later when my cousin had it. I thought it was good. I can't have a good enough experience to talk about it. So from the time I did play it, honestly, I liked it. It was a good game. World at War, hands down, a controversial take. I'm fine with putting this in greatest of all time. I think this is the best Call of Duty of all time. It had the story, it had the characters. I mean, it started Reznov, right? It had the environment, the music, it started zombies, the multiplayer, the sound design, everything about World at War was the best Call of Duty could ever offer. Congratulations, Call of World at War. You're the greatest of all time. Modern Warfare 2, I liked it. I thought it was great. Like I said, I didn't play a lot of it because I didn't have Xbox Live, which is a fun fact, by the way. I did not have Xbox Live back on my 360. So I could not play online on this game. I could only play with bots or the campaign, and I replayed the fuck out of these campaigns. COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, I played the hell out of these campaigns. Yeah, for this one, for what I played, I thought it was good. I liked it. I think it's better than COD 4, but I think it's great. Black Ops 1. Honestly, Black Ops 1, just like World at War, it kind of continues that storyline, with like returning characters and kind of like going back in time. But Black Ops 1 was just so, I don't want to say revolutionary, but you can go to a village in the middle of Afghanistan and say Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and I guarantee you they'll know what you're talking about. This game was absolutely crazy. Crazy campaign, crazy multiplayer, crazy zombies. Like, everything about Black Ops 1 screamed passion. And I think that's what Call of Duties are missing. And I just don't think there's going to be a COD that's like ever going to probably beat Black Ops 1. So Modern Warfare 3, I can't lie, better than Modern Warfare 2. That's controversial because I know people don't really like Modern Warfare 3, the original. I liked it. I think Modern Warfare 3 had the survival, right? Yeah, so this, I think, hands down carries Modern Warfare 2. I loved the fuck out of those modes. I would replay the Spec Ops and Survival mode over and over and over again. It was so, even 3-starring, like all the Spec Ops missions, I would just replay them over and over and over and over again. And the campaign was just so good, and so Price and Ghost. They're just, everything about Modern Warfare 3 was just so good, and the multiplayer with bots was so fun. I just think Modern Warfare 3 is just such a good game, but not better than Black Ops 1. Oh, now we're getting into tough territory. Black Ops 2. I might get my head ripped off for this. I think Black Ops 2 is highly overrated. Now, this doesn't mean this game is automatically mid, bad, or trash. I think that Black Ops 2 is that perfect balance between like casual and competitive Call of Duty, because when Black Ops 2 came out, that was the start of like the COD League, if I remember. This was the start of people taking not only gaming but Call of Duty seriously as an esport, and it was just so fun to watch. FaZe Jev, Merc Music, Vanoss, dude, the legends, fucking Mr. T Lexifies Crash Out on Die Rise. Like this whole saga, this timeline was just perfect, absolutely perfect. And I can't express how much I love Black Ops 2. However, I did think the zombies maps were kind of bogus. The zombie maps feel like shit Mob of the Dead, when I played it on Black Ops 3 as a fan made map, was 100 times better than Black Ops 2's Mob of the Dead. Same with Origins, same with every other map that's on transported from Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 2 is not better than Black Ops 1, but I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna put it in the highest of great tier. Just because I think the guns are kind of like weak and they don't really feel good. And I think a lot of the zombies maps like Transit and Buried and Die Rise, they were kind of just and they were just kind of I mean, they weren't bad maps besides Die Rise and Transit, but I think that's really what's setting it back was those maps and the god awful hit reg. Holy crap, this game had god awful hit reg. I'm pretty sure that was every old Call of Duty, but Black Ops 2, dude, you could throw a fucking ballistic knife 2 feet away from the person and still hit them. This shit was horrible. The hit reg on multiplayer was fucking horrible. COD Ghosts, one of the most overhated Call of Duties of all time. I think COD Ghosts is, and honestly, in all honesty, a good game. Will I put it better than COD 4? Not really. If we're talking about sheer gameplay volume, yes. But as an actual like objective fact, it's like a 50-50 battle, because Call of Duty Ghosts was very controversial because of its camping thermal play style, plus the leaning, and they tried, like, I think the main problem with Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duties that, like Modern Warfare 2 that I will, talk about later, is that they tried too hard to be something they weren't. Call of Duty, sure, we could say Call of Duty 1 was, but at the end of the day, it was still arcadey. Call of Duty isn't a tactical shooter. It is not Ready or Not. It is not Insurgency Sandstorm. It's not Arma. Medal of Honor is what Call of Duty now wants to be. And I think that's the problem with Call of Duty Ghosts, because Call of Duty Ghosts was the start of, I think, their test into testing the waters of a tactical shooter. Call of Duty Ghosts just tried so hard to be different, and I think that's what made it bad. Extinction, I think, is one of the most overhated modes, and I know Mr. T-Lexify just jumped out of his seat right now. I think Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction mode is one of the most overhated thing on the planet, and I wish they brought it back. Now, obviously, there's things they need to change to make it more replayable, because it's not really replayable after 2 or 3 playthroughs, but it is one of the most interesting stories and is one of the more interesting gameplays I've ever played in a Call of Duty, and I would love for them to bring it back. Advanced Warfare, I thought was good. I don't think it's better than Ghosts, but I thought Advanced Warfare was cool. Campaign, just as I said with Ghost, very overhated. Extremely good campaign. Multiplayer was kind of mid. The bow kind of ruined everything, and the introduction of loot boxes kind of started it. But I thought it was still good for what it was. It was still fun. The zombies was terrible. You know what? Just because of that, I might put it in mid. Just because the zombies was actually god awful. I'm 50-50 on where I should put it. For right now, I'm going to put it in good. It might switch down to mid, depending on what games I put it. But for right now, it's going to be good. It's going to be an extremely hot road to walk, because I have strong opinions about Black Ops 3. But I'm going to preface this by saying, I skipped Black Ops 3 when it came out. I did not like the zombies. I did not like Shadows of Evil. I did not like the multiplayer, and I hated the campaign, and I still hate the campaign to this day. I do not like Black Ops 3. The loot boxes was greedy. When your gacha system is worse than Genshin Impact and gacha games, you know you have a problem. However, I did come back and replay it, and I do think that Black Ops 3 is not as bad as I thought it was. However, I still do not like the multiplayer, and I still do not like the campaign. The only redeeming thing about this game is the zombies, and they're not bad. It's fun. I have no idea what I'm doing. I like the more linear, Cold War Easter eggs where they just tell you what to do. I just want to get the story and the experience, but I really liked it. However, just because of the 3 negatives this game had, 4 negatives because the guns feel like plastic, Black Ops 3 might have to go in mid tier. I think Black Ops 3 is mid and it's overrated. This game just has so many problems, but from what I've seen, and at least playing the zombies that carry this game, if it didn't have good zombies, this game would be probably trash. I'm putting it in mid. Infinite Warfare, the guilty pleasure of mine. I thoroughly enjoyed the multiplayer, and I thoroughly enjoyed the campaign. I think it's one of the best campaigns we've gotten. If we're ranking this purely off campaigns, I think Infinite Warfare is probably up there and like almost fantastically greatest of all time. I think the zombies was fun. The other maps were not really that good. Radioactive Thing really wasn't my favorite. Raven in the Redwoods also was not my favorite, but I still think it was fun for what it was, and I think it was overhated because we were so tired of the Exo Call of Duties, and it also came out between Battlefield 1 and Titanfall. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 Remaster is the same thing. Better. I think it's like the best version of COD 4. Better than these. It's just good. Did everything that we wanted fixed and changed from Modern Warfare 4 into this game. Though the loot boxes ruined it, but I don't think it was that bad. Ooh, COD World War II. Where do I put COD World War II? I think I'm going to put it... This is going to go mid right in front of Black Ops 3. Just because the campaign and the multiplayer was fun as fuck. This is one of the few Call of Duties where like I was generally like, yeah, we're so back. Call of Duty is so back. Zombies I actually liked. So I think COD World War II is just more fun and more enjoyable, more balanced, and the loot boxes weren't as bad compared to Black Ops 3. I'm just going to put it in front of that. The campaign is 100 times better. One of the most overhated campaigns in the entire franchise. I really enjoyed the characters and the story. The characters of the zombies were kind of forgettable. I know what they look like. I just can't tell you the names, but still a good experience. And it was Sledgehammer, I think, is one of the few devs in Call of Duty that actually care about the games they make. And I think World War II was a sign of that. Black Ops 4 is absolutely dog shit. No campaign, terrible multiplayer, terrible zombies. I'm not even going to hang much on this. Terrible multiplayer. Just terrible game, trash game, one of the worst games I've ever played. Modern Warfare 2019, this is going to be very hot, because I love... If you go back on my first ever video, I did, it was a Modern Warfare 2019 video. Modern Warfare 2019 is one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time, but I don't think it's the greatest, and my opinions have changed over time. But this game, I think, for what it was, for how revolutionary it was in the Call of Duty ecosystem, I think it's great, and I think it's better than Modern Warfare 3 and 2. Nah, I'm not going to put it... I was going to be a little different. I'm not going to put it above Black Ops 2. But I do think that Modern Warfare 2019 was an extremely good Call of Duty. I mean, think about it, right? We're still going off, you know, the low horses of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Everybody, you know, Black Ops 4 flopped. Blackout flopped. Nobody's really like, you know, in good moods, and everybody's like, Call of Duty's done for. We're never getting a good Call of Duty again. Modern Warfare 2019 dropped, rebooted the Modern Warfare timeline, made it 100 times better. Guns felt crazy, attention to detail, graphically, gameplay. Modern Warfare 2019 revived Call of Duty, but it was also its downfall because every other Call of Duty that would come out would have to be this tactical, attention to detail, graphically intensive game. And I think that's what flopped and like what made Call of Duty so repetitive now. Modern Warfare 2019, I have to give it credit. It was so revolutionary when it came out. This game was just so crazy, but this game has one of the worst balancing I've ever seen. Almost every season, there was like 3 new guns or 3 current guns that were so strong. The 7.25, the HDR, the Virgin 12, the fucking snake shot revolvers, the MP5, the Kar 98, the lever action. This game was so unbalanced, but that's kind of what made it fun, especially in Warzone. So yes, this game's going to go in the great tier. Cold War. Call of Duty Cold War, when it came out, was very trash. If it had stayed how it was when it came out, I would have put Call of Duty Cold War probably in like the trash tier. It was broken. It played like shit. It looked like shit. Multiplayer was buggy. The challenges on zombie camos were terrible, but they fixed it. And now I think it's just a solid game that I think is probably like better than, I would say, in my opinion, it's right now it's better than the Modern Warfare's and like in the good tier. But I don't think that's like saying that it's like better than them, but it's more of like, it's just, it has slightly better, like, I think enjoyment wise, you know, zombies, multiplayer, and the campaign was good. So I just think it's slightly more enjoyable. Vanguard, not worse. I don't think it's trash, but it is a terrible game. Like, it's bad. It had a like decently trash enjoyable campaign where like it was so bad that you could enjoy it. The zombies was god awful. Daron Fong was terrible. I think I played the next map that came out after that, which I don't even know the name of, and I stopped caring. The only redeeming thing was the multiplayer. The multiplayer in this game was actually really enjoyable. It took everything that we wanted from 2019, like faster movement, better sliding, you know, better feeling, like, you know, kind of more like lighter feeling guns, but still keeping them realistic. The multiplayer in Vanguard was just, it was cool. The only problem was it also, like with 2019, it was not balanced at all. Modern Warfare 2 2022. This game is mid as fuck. I think it's better than Black Ops 3, but I don't think it's better than COD World War 2. Modern Warfare 2 is, as I mentioned earlier in the video, is a prime example of Call of Duty trying to be something it wasn't. Like, Call of Duty is not a mill sim. People keep trying to say Call of Duty used to be this mill sim and it used to be this. No, it wasn't. Call of Duty was always an arcadey, goofy shooter that you got on to shit talk with your friends and play search and destroy. This game was never serious. The only thing serious about it was the campaign, but every Call of Duty campaign besides Black Ops 7 tries to stay in the realm of seriousness. So it really, like, I don't think that argument really makes sense. But Modern Warfare 2 was just, besides the campaign, was just so bad. This game felt terrible. The guns felt horrible. The balancing was terrible. The post-launch support was terrible. It killed Warzone. The rank play was terrible. I don't even think it had rank play when it came out. This game was just absolutely, like, it lacked identity. It didn't know what it wanted to be. I'm going to give Modern Warfare 2 just a mid-tier. Modern Warfare 3, I think, is 100 times better than Modern Warfare 2. And I don't know why people hate on Modern Warfare 3. 100 times better than Modern Warfare 2. But I think Modern Warfare 3, I didn't play a lot of it, but I did play a decent amount, I think, to get to, like, Prestige Master. But it took everything from Modern Warfare 2 and made it better. It had better maps. It had better guns. It had better... Zombies was kind of mid, but it did have zombies that I still think was enjoyable. If they actually still updated it and made it round-based, I think people would have liked it. It wasn't a bad zombies. It just lacked any support. Campaign, overhated, but I didn't like the open world feeling of it, so I would say it's not as good as Modern Warfare 2. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move probably Modern Warfare 3 below Cold War. I just think it, like, multiplayer wise, it was more enjoyable than Modern Warfare Remastered and COD 4, especially just because it doesn't have loot boxes. It just took everything from Modern Warfare 2 and it made it better. That's just as simple as it was. Black Ops 6. Man, when Black Ops 6 launched, this game was just like, people were on hopium when this game came out. When Black Ops 6 first came out, everybody was just like, they were hyping this game, talking about how it was saving Call of Duty. And I think it was more enjoyable than Cold War and Modern Warfare 3. But the only problem I had with this map, or with this game, actually two problems, was the multiplayer sucked. I did a whole retrospective, which you should totally go watch, by the way. I did a whole retrospective on this. The multiplayer sucked buns. I didn't like how it felt. I didn't like the maps. Zombies was not bad, but later on the maps were kind of mid. Even though I do like Shattered Veil and I do like every other map besides the Tomb and the Reckoning, it just really, like, wasn't anything crazy. I think what carries this is the campaign. Near the ending kind of got rushed, but the campaign is so effing good. It's such a good campaign, and I still think the zombies, for it being kind of bad later on, still heavily carried this. Black Ops 7. You already know my opinion on Black Ops 7 because I did a video on it, and it the like to dislike ratio was not in my favor, but you know, that's an opinion, of course. I think Black Ops 7 is better than Black Ops 6. Actually, scratch that. It is higher than Black Ops 6, and I think it is a good game. It is one of the best games when it comes to post-launch zombies. Campaign was dog shit, but this is one of the best post-launch supports we've seen in zombies. They just released a new mode, a new roguelike mode. What zombie has done that? No zombies has ever done that, where we have a roguelike, like dungeon crawler style mode in zombies. Like, this is, it's crazy what they were able to do with zombies. And multiplayer is the same thing. I just started playing the multiplayer and I enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it in the beta, and then after playing the multiplayer in like now, it's not bad. It's fun. It's fluid. The guns feel good. Like, this game had everything just besides the campaign, which was clearly rushed. Because I was probably during the time when they were firing everybody and AI was taking over fucking corporations. Black Ops 7 though is better than Black Ops 6. And I think it's more enjoyable than Cold War and Modern Warfare 3 and every one of those games before it. I do think, obviously, because I enjoy the more modern feeling Call of Duties compared to the old feeling Call of Duties, so I'm a little more biased. But yeah, Black Ops 7, good game, overhated. This is Warzone 1. Warzone 1, I wish, is there like a tier for like Warzone, just Warzone? Because I don't really... Warzone was just, I'm gonna put it in the last. Warzone was just good. It was fun. Warzone was revolutionized battle royale, I think, next to Fortnite. I don't have much to say about it. It was fun. Warzone 2.0, besides the prox chat and the interrogations, it played like shit. Better than Vanguard, obviously, but this was the time when Warzone was dying, and it was because of this game right here. This game killed Warzone. But another reason why this game's mid as fuck. It was still cool. It was still fun. Prox chat was one of the best features they've ever added. I've had so much fun using prox chat in this game. So congratulations, Warzone 2.0. You're terrible. Blackout, I didn't care. Right next to Call of Duty. Black Ops 4. I didn't care about fucking Blackout. No one cared about Blackout. I mean, maybe Tim the Tap Man did, but Blackout was just mid as fuck. World at War Zombies, it started it, so I don't want to put it too low. I'm gonna put it, I wish they had like a zombies thing, but I'm gonna put it below. I just think, I don't think Zombies itself is better than any of, obviously, a full Call of Duty game, but I do think that World at War Zombies was good. It started Zombies, so I can't be too harsh on it. It was good. It was just a good experience. It was fun. It was new. It was like, the aesthetic was there. Like, it was just a crazy experience to have like witnessed it when it came out, especially after you finish the campaign and you get that creepy ass cutscene. It was crazy. Black Ops 1 Zombies, dude, I think it was extremely good. I think it was fantastic. It was one of the best zombies we've ever gotten. All right, the last game is Call of Duty Finest Hour. This is like my first ever Call of Duty game I played. It was a good game. It was all right. I don't really remember it much, and I don't care to go back to play it. This game was hard as shit, especially that sniper mission with the tanks, but nah, it was a great game. So yeah, that's the tier list. Please let me know what you guys think. It seems that Call of Duty World at War stayed the greatest of all time. I think it is the best Call of Duty ever made, and maybe I'll go back and I'll redo Zombies in another video. But no, this is, I think, my definitive Call of Duty tier list, and I think this is objective. I don't think anything could get better than this. Yeah, that's about it. Until our next adventure, have a good day. Goodbye.